My name is Scott Summers. And you can introduce yourself, bro.
Joel.
Alright, now so how y'all man feeling today?
Shit, I'm chilling. Feeling good, bro.
Got the good vibes. It's my first time being here in your humble abode. I appreciate you letting me be here to record.
We just fixed the room too.
We just fixed up a track.
That's
Yeah,
it.
y'all fixed up a track?
That's it.
Before we
Sweating.
get
We was cooking.
into that a little bit, let's talk about what you got going for yourself, bro. What you doing now? What's your
So
plan?
like, you want like a short recap or a long recap?
Just give a good detailed description of what you got going on right now.
Alright, bet.
So people are familiar.
Bang, senior year in college, I took the refund check and I just dropped out and I built a studio in my room and pretty much just been like, focused on my happiness, focus on like making music.
Yeah, man, you got
Cause like for a while, like I had school as my plan A pretty much. Like it was my plan B. School was always like a fallback plan, but then I got so confused and I started making it my plan A instead of focusing my all into what I actually want to do, which is music.
School. I'm not saying that it was, but school's not for everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's not like I wasn't good, bro. Like I was getting good grades. I had like a 3-point-something GPA. It's just like I dropped out because I did not want to do it no more. Like I just wanted to make music.
Bigger aspirations and shit.
That's a fact.
That morning feeling.
So your rap name is ØVÅ KÀê. Where you get the inspiration for that from?
Shit,
Why
bro.
people call you ØVÅ KÀê?
I could talk about that forever, but that's alright. So it's related to the number 9. So like, there's a lot of reasons why I fuck with the number 9, but like, I was born on the 9th month. I was born in September.
Yeah, I know
and
when
like,
you look stupid and count down.
Yeah, it's a bunch of shit. Like for example, like women are pregnant for 9 months.
You're into numerology thing, I see.
Type shit. It's not really like. I mean, I guess yeah, it could be like
I know what
that.
it sounds like.
So like, not only that, if any like perfect shape, if you look at the angles inside of it, they all add up to 9. So like a square, all the angles is 90. And a circle is 360. 3 plus 6 is 9. And a triangle, and like pretty much it just adds up like that. All of them add up. If you keep making a perfect shape. What else, bro? This man.
I know my boy Raymond. He's the usual engineer and that cameraman for the show. I know you'll definitely know a lot more about that than I do.
Yeah, bro. Like everything is numbers, bro. Like people think, like even music is numbers. Everything is bars. Everything is knowing your numbers. Like for the delays, all that.
That's a fact. So now about your name. Let's see where that came from.
I switched to it. Yeah, I switched to it from Santo. So
That was your original name.
Yeah. So I would honestly like that as a nickname. You feel me? Like like people can call me that still. I don't care.
I can see why you gotta add a little bit more.
Yeah.
You want people to know you want your name to be significant.
Exactly, bro. But like the Nova Kane too, like it's split in half. Like it's like Nova is like a bright light, and Kane is like a lot of people think about it as like Cain from Cain and Abel. So like that's like subconsciously what you think about, and like also as a full thing is Novocaine. It's like a drug that you take to numb you, and like I feel like that's what I do with music, and like also I show the good and bad sides of everything in my music. You know what I mean? Like Novocaine all together is all one thing.
I like that. So alright, so you
good as engineer at it too.
Facts, bro. Like I used to go to Black Room.
How long you think you say it take for you to take, like how long it took you to get all this equipment?
I mean, when I got the refund check, I got it all that same week. I built the studio and all that same week as soon as I got the refund check. But it was a lot of time in the making because it wasn't just this. Because like before, I had been making music for like my whole life pretty much. But when I met Wolfpack, that's when I started taking like rap more serious. And I've been making like music consistently since then. But like I would say that I wasn't 100% in it until my senior year. Like. Actually, it honestly happened when my boy went to jail. I feel like when Naquan went to jail and everybody went to jail.
Now, before we get into that, because I want to ask you that. I got things I want to ask you before we get into all that. So you say you've been making music pretty much all your life. When you was in college, you dropped out. You made your own studio in the crib. Who do you say is your main influence for music?
My main influence, shit, bro. Damn, if I could name, if it would be one person, honestly, if I had to pick one person, it would probably be Naquan, But like definitely, I built my. Yeah, facts. Free Naquan. But it's like a lot. Like if you ask me like my top 5 artists, like I feel like if you tell me my top 5 artists, it will tell you a lot more about me than just that. You know what I mean? Because like shit, bro. In order, fuck. I don't even want to put it in order.
Not even order. Just your main top 5 artists.
Drake definitely changed everything music-wise. Drake. So I'm gonna name like I know there's 2 different lists for me because like one is the list of like all-time greats and the other list is just like what I listen to the most. You know what I mean?
Pick the 5 that inspired you, bro.
Dang. So Drake, Travis Scott, Kanye West, Naquan is in there, but I already named Naquan on that one. But Travis Scott, Kanye West, Jay-Z definitely, and it'd probably be Party Next Door.
And alright, since we got to it a little bit, I'm gonna just ask you a question. So like, you don't have to get into any detail, and I mean you don't want to create anxiety. I don't know anybody's personal situation, but how is Naquan doing right now? Like, what's up?
From what I last heard, he's chilling. You feel me? Like. My man's always, I know he's always like level-headed, he's an intellectual dude, you know, so I know he could get through any situation.
Yeah, I remember I came up when during high school, we had a couple classes together, and I remember one time in gym class, this nigga did a Jaden Smith Karate Kid kick.
Bro, that nigga,
soccer, my nigga.
Bro, yeah,
some epic shit, like, free that nigga Naquan.
That nigga be doing so hard shit. He definitely gets that.
Few parties with him.
That's when you got degrees and shit.
Anywhere. I remember the one time he pulled up. We were on a balcony at my boy Tarzan's crib, and he pulled up and he was just like, "Yo, I'm coming up there. Like I'm climbing up there." And he just dead ass like it was just out of nowhere. He just started climbing up the shit. We're like, "Yo, we gotta help this guy get up here." And he dead ass just climbed the shit. I wonder if anybody's seen that, bro. Like that was on a regular ass afternoon, my nigga.
Okay, and one thing I wanted to get into too was what is Wolfpack?
Bro,
if you ask
the city, we're a gang, bro. But
yeah, because you know, we're not going to speak too much on this either. But we had our little differences in the past, our 2 sides of our groups. You know what I mean? But we all good now. We all grown men. We on to bigger and better things, on positive shit now. Sure. Leaving all that shit behind us. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Nah, but honestly, we're a collective of artists. So like, we didn't want people to think like, yo, we're a music group. Cause like a music group is more so like, just like everybody singing one song and everybody on the same mic. Like right now, like 1, 2, 3, like exactly. And we not that. We just a collective of artists. Like I just feel like, honestly speaking, I feel like on some universal shit, like we was meant to meet and all make music. Cause like we could have, like a lot of us were from New York. We could have all been in New York. We could have all ended up doing some other shit. You feel me? But like we all ended up in Allentown or everywhere. And like
who is there? Who's all, or like who's the main members?
Naquan just came up too on the song too. It's lit. But so who is everybody in Wolfpack right now?
Yeah.
I mean we've lost a couple people here and there, but like the main people.
Who's the real niggas of Wolfpack? You know what I mean? Like.
Alright, so definitely Naquan, he came up with the idea of Wolfpack, but before we were even Wolfpack, we were AAA Music, Amazing Artists Association, and that was like in high school. That was like that era of life, you know. But after high school, we turned into Wolfpack, and I feel like that name is so accurate because like I honestly feel like that's my spirit animal. OD is a wolf, and I've had a couple trips before that showed me that for a fact. But shit, bro, like main people, Naquan. There was original people, like even Dante. Dante was part of the original, you know.
Yeah, Dante, he be with us.
My boy Dante.
My boy Dante.
But Naquan, Jamie was there. I don't know if y'all know Jamie. Y'all know Jamie? Definitely know Jamie, right? Jamie.
He seemed like, out of all y'all, he seemed like the out of the box type one, he was just like the random one.
Was he just
once y'all was like street niggas?
Random is definitely the word to describe it, bro.
He was just like the one kid that looked like you wouldn't expect him to be with y'all.
That's a fact, bro. But in a way, I feel like we all kind of that same way. Like we all share like qualities of each other, you know? Like, I feel like we all part of the same mind, like low key. Like we work best together, low key. But fucking then after him, Angel, y'all know Angel? Rivera,
Yeah,
Apollo.
I had a couple classes with him too.
Apollo definitely Wolfpack. You know 22. You know Heck, Riley.
Of course.
You know what I expect.
I've never met him, but yeah, I know who that is.
Shit, it's not official, but I consider my man's right here Wolfpack.
Joel.
That's blood, like you feel me? That's actual
Yo,
blood.
what's up
right
with
here.
you, Joel? What's up? What you got going on?
Yeah. You been quiet over there in the corner.
Yeah, I've been letting him talk, you know. You've been asking him questions, and I felt like we just ain't on the brother. Like asking each other like pretty good questions, but you know, me, I'm just working on music right now. I'm experiencing like new sounds, you know. Like I wouldn't say that I'm fully experienced. Like I'm nowhere. I'm not even. I would say I'm 20% into like the artist that I'm gonna end up being. And I'm still experiencing, you know, staying to myself a little for a while.
So getting the feel of everything.
Yeah, I'm getting the feel, but you know, like I'm very confident into like my development into like
Bro,
being an artist.
consistency is key.
Everything's gonna get in line, bro.
Anything you do every day,
No
you get
pressure,
better at it.
Definitely. Now,
As long
I
as you
definitely
having fun with it and shit, and like
for sure. If you take it, bro, it's just like an art, bro. Because look at it. There's people who like play ball, right? And like they go to the park and they have more fun than the people who just go like here and there because they have experience. So, like they go and they have fun. And like other people get tired and they're like, oh no, I don't want to play anymore. And like it turns out to be fun. And even when you play games and like you're good, it turns out to be fun. Like
I know you have a few tracks on SoundCloud. That shit sounds tough. You got a few tracks on Apple.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
big.
So like you got any new projects you working on? Like what's in the works right now?
So
you
I-
and my man just worked on.
Question is, are you working on a project?
Bro, I'm not working on a project yet. But I mean, maybe like subconsciously I am, but like I don't think that.
You got
like,
enough. You
I
got
haven't
enough
set my mind to it
unreleased.
yet.
You got enough unreleased to align.
I got enough unreleased to make a decent album right now, yeah, but like I don't know if that would be the best album I would want to make right now, you know.
Right.
But
Get better and better.
I honestly feel like I just want to release singles and get a consistent following before like I drop an album, because I definitely don't want to drop an album that nobody listens to, you know. Like, not to say that would happen, it's just like, you know, I just want to make sure it's a hyped up thing, you know. It's something that people, and I want to make sure that the album is good enough to be a debut album.
Yeah, like you don't want to just put out just anything. Like you want to put out your best
meaningful
work.
shit. Like,
Exactly. And I also just bought like new plugins. I bought like FabFilter plugins, so I want to master that, because I for a while I was using like the default plugins, and I feel like I was learning how to do everything. But I just bought the new stuff, and I just want to get used to using all of it. And then after that, bro, like I feel like I'd be able to make a quality album.
So besides rapping and stuff like that, do you make beats? Are you a producer at all? I know you do the engineering.
Yeah.
Mix and master.
I've made a couple beats, but like I'm definitely, that's not my forte, you know.
Okay.
But I feel like I could make it into one, like, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Shouts out to Russ, bro.
Shout out to Tyler. He did a whole album produced by
Bro, he
himself.
inspired me, OD. Bro, and like, I know a lot of people hate that nigga, bro, and a lot of people are gonna compare me to him, bro, because of my hair. But that's not a bad, like, you know, that's not a bad person to compare me to, in my opinion, because he's, you know, he got it on his own, and like, I feel like in a lot of ways we relate because of that.
I say Russ is just misunderstood.
That's
Ain't gonna
a
lie,
fact.
I don't listen to shit he put out. Like, I don't listen to none music. But a lot of shit he be talking on Twitter and social media, I definitely agree with him. He has a
That's
good
a
mind.
fact. That's a
That's
fact.
what he has.
I could put you on to some songs,
He be
bro.
doing
Like,
bad when he just be talking down on the youth, like, too much.
nah, but you think that he's
Yeah,
talking
he
down,
talks a lot
but
of
he's
shit,
not
but-
doing it in a negative way. He's trying to do it to
He did it in a
uplift you,
negative
feel
way,
me?
bro.
He's trying
Cause
to
he
help
be
you.
adding he be adding he just be talking down. Like, you can see the negative energy coming in.
I don't think that is negative energy. You know, like that's
Is
one
he
thing.
saying that the new generation is fucking up hip hop sometimes?
Like, you can't be.
Like, you can't be that old head trying to
But you can't just completely ignore the statement. You know what I mean? Because in a lot of ways, bro, we
Because-
are fucking each other up and mentally. You know?
Music
Like,
is a evolving type thing. You feel me? Like music, is always gonna change. Like,
That's
so,
a fact,
I
that's
feel
a
like you can't just respect that.
But
Like,
if you look at like realistically, like the bigger percentage of the youth that's making music right now, what are they really rapping about? it's violence.
Yeah,
You feel me? And it's just like he's probably saying it in like a negative way because like people are not noticing and they're not getting the message, you know? Because like most of the youth, bro, that you look at, they're talking about guns. They have guns in their videos. Like, when was the last youth person that went viral that didn't have guns and they were like
Jaden Smith?
But Jaden Smith had like a huge. I mean, shouts out to Jaden Smith because he was definitely a creative motherfucker, and I appreciate everything you're doing with like the water and everything. Just everything you're doing is lit, bro. But like, it's not as easy for some of us when we don't have that to like catapult us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, shouts out to him because that doesn't take away from him as a creator. But it's just, you know.
One thing I was also gonna say too, that you can't necessarily blame people that don't know or don't have the right understanding. Like the thing with Russ, like he does some of the shit he does sound like he's talking condescendingly.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I
see where people say that.
But I
he
do
would say
understand his message. You know what I mean? You gotta talk in a way to the people that they're gonna understand. Like you just can't be like, yo, y'all niggas is dumb. Y'all motherfuckers never gonna get it right. The only way that y'all gonna get it right is y'all do this, that, and third. Like, nah, you just gotta be like, man, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta pull out and take these steps.
I see what you mean, right?
And learn.
And no funny shit, you know, that's one thing that like I feel like I've thought about subconsciously too, that I would do it differently in that way that you're saying, in the way, because like I'm not just looking at it from an outsider perspective. Like from my understanding, like Russ has never been into that type of drug life, you know.
Exactly.
But I've been in it, so like I know more like empathetically, I guess, how to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because I've been in that situation before, so like. I would know how to talk about it without making it seem like, yo, you're condescendingly, but like in all opinion, like in my opinion, like he's speaking in facts, like, you know, like.
I just feel like you just gotta be positive. You gotta be positive instead of negative about it.
Chris is alright. He's alright.
Nah, but if you listen to his music, bro, it's positive. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I listen to a few songs on him. He's not. I wouldn't say his music is bad, because he can make some good music.
Listen to Goodbye, bro. Goodbye by Russ. If that's make that the first song you listen to, it's pretty fire. Like, he made the beat, and like that's one thing you gotta think about. He's making the beats. He's like mixing and mastering all his songs. Like that's the type of time that I'm on at this point, you know.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so like, what's the content of your shit?
The content, as in like, what you mean?
Like when you rap, what's in your rap? What's in your rhymes? You only make rap music.
Nah, I feel like I just make music in general. Whatever I'm feeling.
It's an artist. You're not even rap, it's an artist.
Exactly. Whatever I'm feeling at the moment, like I don't force myself to make no beat to rap to no beat. I don't force it at all. I just play the beat, and if I feel it and I feel like I can make some fire shit, then I'm gonna do it, you know? And it's always like I have mad beats on there that are fire. Like if y'all were listening to it, y'all really that song is fire, right? And you're making a song to it, but it's just I gotta be in the mood. And you never know, like I might not be in the mood today, but tomorrow when I wake up, like you know, in the morning after I take the shit or some random shit, I go back up here, you feel me? And then I'm in the mood, you feel me? Like, but you know.
So how you moving on the music? Like you have
I have right now. I'm trying to find. You know, I'm just making music, writing music. You know, trying to find the fucking beat. That is the hardest shit for me ever. Trying to find the beat, bro. I want to.
Well, that's why we gotta start making it.
I need to. Like, I'm gonna commit myself to know how to make beats from now on, and like, I'm gonna make it because like I feel like. It's hard to find a beat, but like there's a lot of times where like I make my own fucking beat in my head, and it's hard. Like sometimes I'll be like, you know, just thinking of a song without a beat, you know, then I just write it down, and then you know I can't find a beat that goes with that same melody, whatever it is. And then I feel like if I can make the beats, I can find the perfect beat for that. Like, and my music,
you can find yourself.
That's the thing. Like maybe that's what I'm waiting for too. With this album shit, cause like I would want it to be on me, you know, like if I'm taking beats like from online, it's lit. I can still make a lit song, but it's not completely me. So it's like I'm meeting halfway to meet the beat, you know.
Like you're trying to
like online beat. You feel like you gotta adjust to that type of like. You feel me? When you find a beat online, you just feel like you gotta adjust to that type of beat.
Exactly.
You just want something like organic.
That's all completely me. Every sound you be like, holy shit, that came out of his, you know, mind, kind of, you know.
But I was gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's like you make reggaeton at all, like you or something.
It's the same thing as him, bro. Like, I'm just an artist. Like, whatever I'm feeling, that's what I make the song about. And like I said, I'm experiencing new sounds, so I definitely see myself.
But you be making Spanish music. That's a tough thing too. Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You do make Spanish music.
Yeah, I only make Spanish music.
Oh yeah, so that's what I was asking. Yeah, like that's
I only make Spanish music, but it's like trap, like mostly like I get influences from like
Rap Bunny.
not like English like rappers, you know, like Bryson Tiller.
But you adding like that flow into Spanish.
Yeah, it's like
that's
an English
right.
Spanish flow, like if that shit makes sense. Like,
cause the content is like really like the content is
you know,
like
you could, there's songs where you can it's like you can bop your head, it's like, you know,
yeah, right.
different personalities. Like,
you trying to be on like you know you know who Nori is, right?
Yeah.
How much songs you got out right now?
I believe it's either 9. I believe it's 9.
Alright.
I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
We'll check my guy out.
You ever think about crossing over like Nori? You know what I mean?
You know, like lately, like that.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. You had your
I don't know. I mean, like I said, you know, maybe someday like a collab with like. You know, somebody who
I think he's trying to say like would you ever change to rapping in English?
No, I'm saying like
I thought that's what he asked.
Yo, yeah, right. I thought you said reggaeton. I was like, my boy
What you
don't
rapping
be.
it? Nah, he be fucking around.
You know, like I can say like what influenced me to start making music was like me freestyling in English. I would freestyle with my friends in English, and then like at some point, you know, I was trying to get emotions out, and like since my first language was Spanish, I just felt like Spanish, I can like express myself way more. I feel like Spanish music is way. I'm not gonna like talk down on English like music, but like Spanish music, you can feel that.
More of your
like,
tone, it's better for
yeah, for sure.
I just feel like it's wild. Just want to speak about like the connections between like Spanish music and English music. It's like, and not only that, because it probably relates to mad stuff, like even like, you know, like Japanese music or just some random other language, you know.
Music is universal.
Exactly, music is universal, and like you have different types of people that talk about different types of things in every language, you know. Like for example, in Spanish music, in like English music, we got like hip hop and rap, and we got like R&B. Then we got like rock, like country, all this stuff. In Spanish music, like it's the same thing. Like you have like bachata, that would kind of be like R&B for us, like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like you feel that like it's singing, you know? It's more singing. Then they got like merengue, which is more like of a hype kind of thing, you know? And then they be talking their bullshit on that stuff too. Like a lot of the stuff is sexually like. It has sexual innuendos in it and you don't even know. And like you've been singing it all your life as a kid, and then you get older and you listen back to it and you're like, holy shit, they're talking about some nasty ass shit. Yeah, it happens in Spanish too and in English. Like
the artists formerly known as Santos used to make Spanish music.
Nah, bro. I mean, I've spit some Spanish stuff before, like, and like I sing a lot of Spanish like songs that are out, but I don't make Spanish music, you know, like the same way that he feels like he could more properly like articulate his feelings, yeah. But I mean, that's not to stop me from like making a Spanish song, you know. It's just like my main thing is English.
Yeah, man, I respect, man. I like what I'm hearing. So, what's y'all like? Where do y'all see yourselves in 5 years? What's like your 5-year plan? Like, where do you plan to take this whole thing? Like, where's Wolfpack going from here?
Bro, honestly, only the universe knows. I feel like, but I feel like we gonna be alright. Like I just know that. I just know that like in 5 years we gonna have made it by now. Like for a fact, like there's no way. Like there's no way because I feel like the work ethic that we've been putting in is different, and like unless, bro, like there's had to be some divine intervention to stop us from, you know,
we've been putting in work in like every aspect of anything. Bro, like even the room, bro. Like the room is like. It looks like this and it looks like, bro, but like we put in work just to have this shit look like
this, bro. Like that whole day, bro.
Bro,
it was like the performance and that was that taste. So I'm gonna talk about that right now too. I'm gonna shout them out. But we painted this whole room, like, bro, like we moved everything cause like
yeah, bro, like, see it now, but this room is fucking awesome.
Yeah, bro, we painted this whole room and we set it up and like moved all this equipment from in there out here. And like I just feel like it was a better vibe, and we even took out the bed from our room so that we don't get like a sleepy vibe. when it's time to work. You know what I mean? Like as soon as we wake up and we're
This is our
done,
bed
this is
right
our bed
here.
right here. Like the futon, like this shit opens up, we knock out, and then as soon as we wake up in the morning, we put it like this to get like that vibe of like now it's time to work. You know what I mean?
Alright, so you say you had a performance somewhere?
Oh yeah, that was at. It was like some light shit. It was at Taste of Soul.
So
Probably like,
do more performances.
it was probably like 6 people there. Yeah, I want to do one,
It
bro.
was a good
Talk about
vibe.
performances soon too.
It was a good ass vibe in there. Like the people that were there definitely made it like, you know, like it was special. Like to be honest, like not only because it was like our first time, but like the people that were there like gave us like a good energy. And it was like pretty like very good, like very intellectual people that were in there. Like even they were like spitting like, you know.
Some fire shit. Yeah, they were. It was an intimate thing. I feel like that was one of those moments where it's like I could have just stayed home and not did anything, but I decided to go out and do something. And it was a pure moment. Like you feel me? It was
That
some
shit
real
almost
shit.
happened. We almost stayed home. You know.
That's a fact.
It was like a 30-second decision. Like, yeah.
Alright, so have you collaborated with any artists in Allentown yet? Or like y'all did, or you just staying within the Wolfpack?
I mean, nah, I don't wanna, you know, like I definitely would love to make music with everybody, cause like especially my idols, like you know. But I have made some songs with people out here in Allentown, like Anime
Like
Rari.
ABE areas.
If y'all know who Anime Rari is,
Shout out to my boy Solo.
yeah, exactly, bro. Anime Rari is nice. I got Often Only for the Night. If y'all know him too, he's actually so Only for the Night. I have Often. Anime Rari, and I actually just made a song with Izzy Fletcher too. Shouts out to the game.
I heard
I
that.
heard that clip.
Yeah, wait, from where you heard that? Bro?
That's the recording I did here.
Oh yeah, I showed you that shit. Yeah,
That shit was
facts.
fire. But you
Um,
didn't finish it yet, right?
nah, I finished it though. Like,
Oh, you finished it?
since then,
Alright.
yeah, I finished that song.
That's
And then, damn, what else did I make a song with, bro? I can't even think right now. That's honestly the only ones that I got out right now. I mean, one of them's not even out yet, but I collab with Joelfi all the time.
Weird. How many songs I got collab? You be on that?
Nah, we got a couple.
You be on the
like-
switching from English to Spanish, right? You be on that type time.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I know you do it now, man, but it's not
Nah,
concrete.
he
right
be
now.
like my boy Nova. He be the English.
Oh, I could, yeah. I got some shit. Like, if y'all want me to show y'all some shit, we got some shit where like I spit in Spanish, but like it's, like I don't know, you know.
And
Like,
I'm just saying, like
we got like 6 songs, I think, right now. 7
It's
songs,
valid.
6 songs.
It's valid. Stack it up.
A lot of them we need to finish it,
Yeah,
but
we need
like,
to finish them.
one, I just know that like, cause there's some fire beats. Like,
Oh,
I just know when we
I
get the
pride
hang
myself
of
in that, bro. Like I feel like I pick fire beats, bro. Like always.
It's good.
Now, I just wanted to get into past events that occurred during the week. 619 event that happened at H2O. It was definitely a lovely turnout. Everybody had great performances. You know, Space Network Media was there to record some of the footage and action. And my boy, Scott Summers, had his first performance, man. We can get into that a little bit. Get
Like,
into the experience.
I don't know, like, I did have, my fault, my voice cracked. I did have, like, one performance on Ridge, but, I don't know, I guess, I don't really, I would count that, I guess, but yeah, the performance I had at H2O, Bethlehem, that shit was dope, like, I just, like, I don't know, that was, like, the first time I caught the mosh pit, no cap.
Yeah, bro.
I seen that video. That shit was
The
dope.
crowd was fucking epic. Everybody was rocking out with him and Will's performance. Shout out to Will Steez a lot.
Yeah.
What was the song that y'all performed?
Oh, what can I say? Yo, it's on Apple, SoundCloud,
All streaming
Spotify,
platforms.
yeah, all streaming platforms. That
Yeah,
shit's dope,
man.
that shit's dope.
As I was recording, I definitely felt
Video
that performance in
function.
my heart. Like, that was a real big throw, little bro moment for me. You know what I mean? So I was definitely proud of you. You did a great performance. And you doing a little freestyle thing, man.
Oh yeah, little
Shit.
freestyle again. I was just like, I just did some, I don't know, out of nowhere shit, and then everybody was feeling it, and we just turned up some more, so I was like, oh yeah.
You know, I put the little video up of other people's performances too. I got a couple artists. It's called Space Network Media presents the Valley's Finest Hour. You know what I mean? So, well, not all of the performances, but it's a good number of them. You know what I mean? It's about an hour long. Y'all go check that out. Like, share, subscribe to my YouTube. I put that all in the link.
Get it.
Everybody did great that night. I feel like we need to do more of this.
And this, yeah, this is not the end. We're gonna keep on doing more events, and we're gonna keep on getting more people involved, and we're just gonna turn up for the ages, like For me, the valley's not stopping.
We're gonna keep creating waves, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I wanted y'all to be there
I
because
want y'all to be our next.
y'all could have got a spot. Like there's people that wasn't showing up. There's people that the schedule was fucking up for them. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people was out
It'll be
there.
better playing.
I've been wanting to record to fucking perform live, you know, but it's just I wasn't feeling it yesterday, like or whenever that was. I just
Thursday.
and not only that, like I had just gotten like my car, like somebody did a hit and run on my car, and yeah, like it was July 4th weekend, so like we was drunk and shit, but
I wasn't even here. I would have been lit though. Like whatever the next one is gonna be,
yeah, exactly.
for sure.
It was a lot of great time.
Cause I would love to be prepared for that shit and have like I might even make a new song for that show. You feel me? That show be dope.
Yeah, cause
just perform some unreleased shit.
me and Scott, we was talking about we want to plan something ourselves. Now we throw a little space network
Bro, I feel
media
like
there.
y'all should definitely do that.
Within all the action, now we gotta get everything filmed. Not everything, now but all the important shit. I mean, I'm trying to take my shit to the next level. And I'm trying to get people to like. So, I mean, shout out to everybody else at the event. Liz Ross, Zay Cartier, RJ the Guru, Boosties Lot, Scott Summers, fucking Twin J, Maxim, I think I said them already. Fitty Cobb, you know what I mean? Party on K,
Cooper G.
I mean, shout out to everybody was lovely. Being the people that didn't record, I mean, I was drunk in that motherfucker too. Doing my own thing. I mean, it was definitely a chill session. We definitely have something planned for the future.
Bro, for that one, let me know, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You definitely got a spot.
We're gonna be picking the artists, we'll have
venues and all that.
I would like to have that at the alternative art gallery on 4th Street, but we're gonna see how everything turns out. I mean,
It's up if
That's
you
the
have
go-to
art in
spot.
one of them.
yeah.
That's the go-to spot, cause like that, it had a good vibe.
Yeah, the last event we had there, y'all pulled up.
You're gonna have different venues, like you just trying to
we trying to go
all
around.
around the ABE.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Like, y'all want to talk about like how? What do you think Allentown's gonna look like 5 years from now, bro? Not just us. Like, what do you think Allentown's gonna look like 5 years from now?
I'll go first. Me, I see lovely things. I see Allentown being on the map. I think we will have a major artist in the future. Like
we definitely will, bro.
we know there's brands that are being created out here that are taking off. Hopefully, I hope to see myself take off. You know what I mean? I see myself doing great things, giving me motivation every day. I get a lot of support for what I'm doing. I want to see everybody win. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
There's no timetable to it either, though. Like, even if it's not working now, 2, 3 years from now, if it hits 6, 7, 8 years from now, as long as you get it, that's what
That's a
I'm
fact. That's a
It's
fact.
it's all about being patient as well, and like you know, your work ethic can like shorten that time. Like that's what shortens the time. It's like your work ethic, actually going there and like actually finding it, or like not finding it, but like go and get it instead of like try to find it the easy way, or like try to get some connections where you can like pay some money and get it the easy way, like get it yourself, and like you're gonna notice that you're gonna feel a lot of pride in all of your work, like at the end, you feel me? And you're gonna be getting more.
What do you see Allentown in 5 years?
In 5 years, bro, definitely like I mean, not to say that this is the like what represents a good city, but like I see like big buildings in Allentown. Like I see like this thing really growing big into like a city kind of thing. And like, it's already a city, but you feel me? You know what I mean? Like I feel like how like how can I explain this, right? You know how like everything is hood around like Hamilton and shit, type shit, like all around surrounding it. But when you get to Hamilton,
back streets,
exactly. The back streets is terrible. But like going down Hamilton, that shit look like a street down in New York. It looks fire. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
And I just feel like imagine that like just spreading like the Hamilton side of the town, like just spreading like that type of
the people that live there, like
that's the thing. Like it looks nice, but people are getting kicked out of their homes, are getting bought out.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like for example, like they were trying to buy my crib. I'm pretty sure at some point because they're doing this waterfront thing right here. That's like
What the fuck is that?
It's like a multi-million-dollar thing that they're doing over there to build like a waterfront. So it's like you could stop by and shop and all this stuff and it's gonna be by the water. Yeah, but that's fire. Like I honestly think it's fire. And like regardless of what, like you can't stop how many people have been coming into Allentown. Like honestly, when I first moved out here, it wasn't this many people out here. Now I just feel like it's so much diversity now. Like it's so much diversity, and a lot of people are coming here from New York, and a lot of people like this is known like for bad or for good things too, cause like. That whole shit that happened at Deja Vu recently where 10 people got shot, like that shit made national news, you know? That shit made national news, and it's like that's not what we want to be known for, but it's just showing me that like, you know, like you never know what can happen to your city. I can see this being like some fucking Toronto shit, how Toronto came up on some crazy shit, you know?
Absolutely, I definitely see that too. I see a lot of like talent that hasn't been like. I feel like the town is like overflowing with talent at this point. That's really how I feel, because anywhere you look, whether it's like the clothing, whether it's like the artists, it's like not no bullshit artists either. Like,
Everybody's really
it's actually artists, yeah. Like it's like really talented people all over this like area, and we have to like, you know, put the work in, bro. And I see this town being something like pretty damn fire, like in the future. And,
yo, I had this one dream one time. I forgot who I met. It was somebody famous that I met in a dream, right? And like they were like, yo, where you from again, bro? And like I was just like, yo, I'm from Allentown. He's like, you from Allentown? Like that ass? And it was like lit that I was from Allentown. You know what I mean? Like I was born in Brooklyn, but you feel me? I'm from Allentown. You know, like I'm from Allentown. You know, like cause. Like I was raised mostly in Allentown.
Yeah, I was born in Newark, but I'm from I can say I have to.
Shouts out to Newark, yo. Shouts out my boy Chalo in Newark doing big things. I don't know, you might fuck around and know him. Chalo doing big things.
I didn't grow up out there.
Shouts out Takeover.
I was out there back and forth and shit. I mean, shout out to dude. You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro. I could, put a link there for his shit, bro. Like, he makes clothing and stuff, bro. My guy's a creative, bro. Creative genius.
Yeah, that's all I want to say for y'all too. If y'all got any like music and stuff y'all want to send to the media network, bro. I need to send that in, I'll post it, get your name out there. You know what I'm saying, brother? Like the last event you just had.
One thing I can say, bro, for anybody that goes and checks it out, bro, don't pay attention to the numbers, bro. Numbers might fool you, but I feel like if you really listen to my music with like an open, like heart, you gonna feel that shit. You gonna, there's at least one song on my catalog that you're gonna fuck with, like at least one, like for
passion to your shit.
Exactly, like I don't hold nothing back when I spit. I feel like you feel that through the mic, like.
Vice versa for me too. Like if you listen to my music, like I don't rap about. Number one, I barely curse like in my music, and it's not even on purpose.
I like when people.
It's not even on purpose, bro. Like when I talk to people, I be cursing like a pretty good amount, but in my music, I don't curse, and it's not even on purpose. But I just.
That reaches more audiences too.
Yeah, that's a fact because you don't have to put the explicit shit. You can fucking release that to little kids and they won't even know what the fuck you're saying. So, fuck it.
People have to open their mind more with music, bro, because they I feel like they don't realize like people are actually speaking like real shit that they go through in music. Meanwhile, they're like praising the people who rap about shit that they do. I know that's cliche. I know that's cliche.
And
like,
the people that are really organic, that they just can't look at like frauds. Like, nah, I know what you're talking about, bro. Like that shit just be happening in everyday life. Like niggas.
That's a fact.
But at the end, like like niggas like us end up like winning.
You're gonna see, we're already aligned in the cosmos. Like you feel me? We line like
everything's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen, bro. Like I honestly believe that.
Fact, I believe in that.
Cause honestly, bro, like as fucking 14, we thought we was gonna be famous. Like when we was AAA, we thought we was gonna be famous. Like fucking whenever we release anything, we was like, yo, nah, after this, bro, we out of here. But I feel like that's the type of attitude you gotta keep. Because if at some point you're like, fuck, bro, I'm gonna release this, but I don't even know if it's gonna go anywhere. Like, if you have that attitude, then you might as well not even release it. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be like, yo, I know this song one day is gonna be, like, it's gonna be fire. Like, you know what I mean? You have to feel that way with everything you release.
People getting to know us. When they know the story, then they're gonna feel that music. They're gonna understand where we came from. But right now, like, keep sleeping.
Alright, so. Got pretty good about it. Anybody wanna get anything else off about themselves?
Shit, bro.
Fucking, man, just stay tuned in for the events, man. I just dropped some heat with this guy, so I'm probably gonna drop a track. But, you feel me? Get my one track to 150, I might drop it. That's all I got.
Major announcement for the Space Network Media account. I mean, I almost fucked up my own shit. And y'all gonna be the first ones hearing it. I'll tell you, Scott. But the next program I have is going to be a new Space Station Conversation. I'm going to keep the podcast, Space Station Podcast, but with this new program I'm doing, Space Station Conversation, it's going to be more of like a round table. So we have more discussions like this on there.
Well, like a lot of people, you saying?
Yeah, have more people. And
Oh, yeah,
then,
that's dope. That's dope.
and then keep the podcast about the news and updates and shit that's going on in the culture and the world. So I'm working with my boy Kev Airy on the first episode.
Yo, I was gonna say that guy. Like, he's a good photographer, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Kev Airy, you know what I mean? That's my boy. We're going to be creating this together, you know what I mean? A couple episodes and something.
Yo, shouts out too. Like that other station too is fire.
Gallery 95.
Yeah, bro.
Shout
Shouts out
to
them.
Gallery 95.
I don't know. Like Kimberly definitely remembers me. I remember like we used to have some wild conversations in freshman year too in our Spanish class. But she's always a dope person and like, you know, like I'm just happy to see all these different types of things in our
Yeah,
time.
that's what I'm saying, man. We're just trying to expand, trying to collaborate, man. We just trying to do what we can, to get some recognition. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so that's going to be a new program coming to Space Network Media. I think the first episode I'm going to have is going to be like a southerly episode. We're going to have some Southside OGs on there. We're going to discuss some things and that's just going to be good. And then I already got a couple of more episodes lined up after that too. I hope to bring y'all back as well.
You be doing vlogs and stuff, bro? Like we could be out here, we could go fucking.
I guess.
I'll show you some spots that we used to smoke at and shit, just chill, talk about life, all that shit, bro. Like,
I guess you could call this shit.
I'm on the vlog wave. I'm about to get on my vlog wave.
I do like.
I feel like my life is too lit to not be.
like exactly. That's a fact.
Like I was gonna say, I do.
But yeah, it's coming soon. I
do
like it's a mess, man.
these little compilation videos and shit, our little events. And like this, the one I did our last event, like the performances thing, that was like the real one I was really focused on. All the other videos I did at like our parties and shit, I'm just going around talking to people and showing, trying to get people around. If our shit does go beyond the ABE, that we live a certain lifestyle, man. Like we live out here, man. We not know.
I feel like
We got whack. Allentown,
you gotta make the best of it, bro. That's a fact. It's not terrible, bro. You gotta make the best of it, bro. Like a lot of people be like, yo, I hate Allentown. I can't wait to get out of here. But they don't realize that when you get out of there, it's still gonna be the same shit wherever the fuck you go. It's all about your mentality. Like if you make the best of what you got around you, like there's you gonna only win, bro. For a fact.
A lot of people been coming up to, like, not coming up to me, but like, they've been telling me, they be like, oh, like, Allentown sucks, but I always tell them the same thing, like, Allentown is where you make it. Cause like, you can be a calm person and like live on 5th Street and Liberty. You can still like go in, get out, like go whatever you gotta do. Nobody's gonna fuck with you like that. In reality, nobody does, bro. It's just like if you're into the gang, like,
Yeah, don't let nobody take you out your own
like,
lane.
if you're into like, but you don't just like go somewhere and you boom, you get shot. How many times has like an innocent person like been shot and like killed and everything? And realistically,
There's some background to it.
you know, but realistically, like everybody's been on something, you know, like rest in peace to whoever like passed away in the past like few years.
Yeah, there's some crazy ass shit that happened on 7th yesterday. So
Yeah,
so I think it was a woman or something got killed. They had that whole shit blocked off. It was crazy.
She got killed on 7th Street?
Yeah.
It happened like
Between
yesterday.
7th and 6th.
That's crazy.
I think that's a lot of that. Everybody that was affected by that. Back on the positive shit, though. I just want to say this right quick. I fucking called last week on the previous episode that Russell Westbrook was going to the Houston Rockets. If you ain't watch it, check it out. I called it before it happened. It's crazy. The NBA is finally, it's been
It's balanced,
but
bro.
it's
Yo,
balanced again.
that comparison to Thanos for Kawhi Leonard is way too accurate, and it's kind of scary. Like.
Yeah, this nigga was really pulling like some fucking crazy ass power.
He did some magic, bro. Like he did as balanced the NBA, like, and I can't wait to like I don't watch NBA too much, but like I might start watching that shit more during the next season because that shit is gonna be like competitive.
They balance the West because the
Yeah,
East
exactly.
is gonna be trash.
The East is not. It's definitely not as strong as it was gonna be this past year. This past year, the East was tight. They was looking alright.
LeBron kept the East in the game. That's all I can say. Like, and now it's just like nobody. And that's like fucked up to say because Toronto just won. But other than Toronto, I don't think anybody else could have beat the Warriors.
Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins are teammates again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The West is so fucking stacked. It's ridiculous.
What would you say about Drake's influence on the Rockets, like on the whole series?
Raptors?
What would you say about it? Like,
Nah, he gassed him. He kept
Drake
he was
definitely,
working in Valley.
he was definitely a battery for him. He definitely put battery
that's
in
a
his
fact.
bag.
I agree. Like, I agree. I feel like low key that man's rule is crazy, bro. Like,
Drake, man.
He actually wanted to make. He gets it because he's like the ambassador.
You can't avoid Drake, bro. You can't avoid him. Like, you can't avoid him. He's too like
his foot, like
he's too relatable. Like,
Because of a public figure.
I love Drake though, but that's why I named him first. I'm not gonna lie. Like in that whole list. He like out of different artists, cause yeah, I always say like definitely Naquan is probably my main influence, but like fucking Drake is definitely up there for a fact, you know, like.
Now, that's beautiful when it's one of your friends that's influenced you to be great like that.
Yeah, I would say that's more so what it is. It's just like, as in pushing me to do music myself. That's who pushed me the most. You know what I mean? Because I don't know Drake personally for him to be like, yo, like let's make a song or this and that. You know what I mean? But like Drake influenced me just by music wise. You know what I mean?
The content, the things like that. This is the longevity of his music and nostalgia.
Like, and just the concept of making timeless music instead of just like,
yo, that's crazy. That's what I be saying about you. It's timeless.
Like timeless, like if somebody in the future will still be able to bump it.
Like I can bump this in 20.
Yo, that's crazy. He comes up right there. I love Kanye too, bro.
Like 2025, I'm bumping.
I forgot to mention J. Cole and my crazy, but I don't know if I did, but J. Cole is definitely up there, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think I've heard a whack Drake song.
Yeah, I never heard of
it.
Never.
I was in middle school just bumping like him this
That's some good content here. You know what I mean? I'm glad to run out this occasion quick, but
Yeah.
definitely happy that you letting me come here and record. You know what I mean? Definitely got some good shit.
Thankful to have you here, bro. No funny shit, bro.
one of the best engineers from A-Town too, man. Okay.
Bro, hit me up, son. That will help me
Yeah,
out.
we definitely want to have more expectation conversations.
Yeah, facts, bro. Hit me up.
I don't on Instagram, man.
Yo, Die Responsibly on Instagram, on Twitter, on what else, bro? On fucking anything. Die Responsibly. And Novocaine, my name is spelled kind of funny. So like you don't really, I think with the algorithms that they got in place, you could just type in my name normally, Novocaine, and it shows up. But there's a guy on Apple Music that is on my page, and like I just don't want people to think that that's me. So I feel like you could tell the difference between the voices, but just know there's a different Novocaine on Apple Music. So know that.
I'm Scott Summers.
Alright, this has been another episode of Space Station Podcast. And yeah.